Most Isley spaceport, you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious. I'm just kidding you. We're the 2013 Easter Jeep Safari in Moab, Dennis Wood. What an amazing feeling. You can just see the energy in this place. Speaking of amazing, take a look at this 30 and 44 housing that TeraFlex has put together. Now, we've seen the 3¼ inch tubes, we've seen the 1/4 inch brackets, you've seen the indestructible inner Cs. We know that there's no bend possible, we know that there's no lean. Speaking of lean, let's take a look at this TeraFlex in kilometer scale. This scale is able to tell you exactly what your Jeep is doing. If you're leaning too far and you might have a possible rollover, the alarm will tell you and you won't be late for dinner. Speaking of dinner, let's go take a look at this right here. What we've got here is a way to prepare dinner right on your tailgate. It slices, it dices, it carries the weight. Speaking of tailgates, let's take a look at this hinge tire carrier that we've put together. Let's go see Kurt outside and keep the energy going. I've got Kurt Hildebrand with me from TeraFlex's R&D department. This is another one of his brainchilds. We've heard a lot about this new tire carrier system that TeraFlex has come out with. People are tired of having to undo a latch, move the tire, open the door with an armload of groceries. This system takes care of that one-hand operation. Questions I'm asked a lot, Kurt. What is the difference between this and a stock carrier? What's the strength?
Let's take a look at this. The way that we've designed the system and the strength we have in our cast tire carrier is for it to hold all the load. If it's actually holding the load and can control the movement of the tire, the loaded tire, then everything comes back to the body, and our system for locating it here has no weight or no pressure on the gate. We're basically going to mount the tailgate to our system and then be able to just use the latching system to open and close it.
Okay, on this Jeep we've got a 35-inch tire and a stock bumper. Over here, I'm running a 38-inch tire with a TeraFlex bumper. How do we make that work? What's the configuration change?
That's a very good question. In fact, that is a big solution to the problem of how tire carrier systems work. So what we've done is we've made a center section that is adjustable. Our center section adjustable both allows for different back spacing, different tire widths, but we also can adjust the tire up and down. in theory, we want this tire as low as we can. It does not matter what brand of tire we have. We want the tire as low as we can get it to keep the weight down, keep as much window spacing as we can to look through. And we want the tire, the unique part of controlling the weight of this tire is to take the tire and be able to, when you tighten your lug nuts, is to pull the tire tight against the carrier. We don't want the leverage that a heavyweight tire has to be able to move on any tire system. So we've made it so we can hold the weight against the body of the vehicle.
All right, I'm seeing 3 holes that are cast and tapped into this aluminum forging. What are they there for?
Very simple. When we did the casting, we thought ahead to universal mounting systems for items that people would like to carry. So we simply made surface areas threaded that can hold the weight. We make a handyman jack mount. We make a gas can mount. We have over here on this other carrier CB mount. So it's a universal mounting system that we can use in the future.
I've been running that 38 on the back of my Jeep for quite a while, and I love that carrier. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Boy, I tell you what, you can just feel the energy that Kurt's got out there. Speaking of Kurt, right here's another one of Kurt's creations. This is the TeraFlex Raceline King of the Hammers Jeep, built specifically to race in the King of the Hammers. And it did well. This Jeep has got a prototype TeraFlex suspension on it that is second to none. It's got 11 inches of travel in the rear and 13 inches in the front. This thing will just take a whoop and just keep on going. Amazing ride. That, my friends, is the TeraFlex 2013 Easter Jeep Safari booth. I'll see you next year.